Welcome back, Five Aces.
Hey people, Five Aces here. I'd like to report a hostage situation, please. That's right, my new PC is stuck at the local customs office. It got flagged down on the way from the United Kingdom to Austria and is now being held hostage at my customs center. So I'll need to go there personally, and this is gonna, delay the arrival of my new PC for a couple days, but nothing that can't be fixed. Nothing that could detract from this 1v1 best of 2. Back in Tiberian Dawn Global League, more specifically between two players. Well, basically, we've gone full circle. We have witnessed Gaseous and Redden and Blackened. We have witnessed Gaseous and Ganon, and now we're witnessing Blackened and Ganon going at each other's throats in the Division B. So a couple of words. People have asked me, what about your participation in RHL 5 Aces? Unfortunately, this is the first season out of 13 that I'll have to skip out on. Simply put, there is no time. Between two kids and let's drop a little personal bombshell that is not going to affect most of you in any way, shape, or form. Kid number 3 is on the way, so there is that. The collection is complete after this one. Between that, 2 kids already in kindergarten age, and a full-time employment, and me pursuing another university degree as well, there is simply no time. If there is one resource that is absolutely limited for now, it is just time. I'm very much pressed for time, and as a result, RHL won't be happening this season. Ooh, nice minigunner moves. Yeah, so the players, we've already talked about them a little bit. Here is Blackened, opening his knot and going for an airstrip first. Ganon, on the other hand, has opted for GDI, and he is going to move out with his MCV immediately, and he's also built barracks, which is, in my opinion, a bit stronger as GDI because you get access to APCs, and they're pretty good in the early game, pretty good at warding off those light vehicle pushes. Speaking of light vehicle pushes, we've got ourselves a little trike combo. We've got the triple buggy out for Blackened, who's trying to do some harassment, but Ganon got away with his oil grab scot-free. Oh, Humvee, you are in treacherous waters. You're about to witness the might of the not early game. There is, however, a gun turret ready from Ganon. That's kind of unconventional. Little run by here. There is nothing too spectacular going on the base. And as a result, Ganon is happily producing his harvester yet again. Oh! Rocket soldiers, but they have been sniffed out by the minigunner. Oh, the hit and run! As long as they can keep him prone, they should not take any damage here. But, of course... Oh yeah, nice hit and run. Of course, there's also the guard forces. There's the Praetorian Guard just waiting to swing on by. Take a couple pot shots at those. Ooh, that is a very early comm center. Blackened is planning on moving out after building his comm center. That is greedy, but at the same rate, if he can apply some pressure, because Ganon has obviously lost some building time from going for his con yard, relocating his con yard. This map is played on the desert tileset, which is very enjoyable. One of the prettiest maps in the pool, if I say so myself. It's got a nice little village. Pablo's Wicked Pub. I don't know, Abdul's house, Salah's house. Oh, let's just trade attached. Oh yeah, there's plenty of traders. The church, Ali's house, Manolik's house, Mubasa's hut. That's a nice little village. Bit quaint, but it's got 3 wells, so it's a well-supported village here. Alright, there is one APC in the mix, so forget about busting through here with just a couple Nod buggies. This is very reminiscent of the original TT conflict, because as you remember, that used to take place in Africa. And as a result, this looks like a very nostalgic matchup. Pretty cool. Also, Ganon has added a couple minigunners, which I believe is a very smart move. They can soak so much damage from buggies and bikes if you don't micro them to absolute perfection. Which, so far, to be fair, Blackened has done a phenomenal job at. He's gonna be ahead in the airstrike timing, plus he's managed to sneak 2 flame tanks down the southern perimeter. And they're going to be scorchinating the oil derricks. That's a smart move. The north end. Ooh, there's a little push out. But nothing scary. Nothing is in those APCs yet. And there's a nice little front. Light tanks. Oh! So the flame tanks have actually been reassigned targets. Oh, ho, ho, the MCV is in a bit of a pickle here. Wow, it does not take damage from these things, huh? Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun little romp for those flame tanks. So far, they've done a decent job, but they could have been used to burn down the oil derricks. I think that would have been more effective. Now he's trying to lure the tanks out on a wild goose chase with one of the tanks, while the other tank is going for the barbecue. My goodness. 6 flame blasts, but he's not gonna get it. Nope! And the oil derrick stands. That is highly unfortunate. There is the army on the move out for Blackened, just a little relocating to do, and the airstrip is now has now been joined. It's partnered up with the secondary airstrip. Gonna be used to gobble up some ore. Fairly scary vehicle army out for Ganon, but only 4 tanks for now. This is not yet insurmountable, and the push has not been scouted. Very good. Blackened is moving the minigunners in first so they can soak the damage from the turrets. And as a result, the turret goes down without any losses. And the weapons factory is under siege. This one... Oh, the APCs. APC you later. That was just a hefty crush. Oh, that was a bit nasty. So as a result, as it stands here, Blackened gets absolutely nothing for his trouble. What about the flame tank? Okay, he gets the oil derricks. The flame tank has been busy in the meantime. Has been putting some hurt on, and I think Ganon may be overplaying his hand here a little bit, because his army is slowly starting to dwindle, and there's a lot of infantry here. Ganon does not have any viable anti-infantry in this mix right now. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good trade for Blackened, who is not rerouting any more reinforcements though, so he is ultimately gonna lose the engagement. Blackened should see to it that he retains his rocket soldiers. That is usually your first line of defense against stationary tanks. Oh, he's microing them so well, though. Just as I'm saying this. Nope. Caster's curse. He was microing them to perfection earlier, until he forgot about them. But still a well-played engagement from him. Yeah, the tanks are back. Ganon just has the superior target selection in this engagement. He's just been better at choosing his targets, period. Alright, how far until the airstrike? Because that's gonna be useful as a clear all button. It's basically like the undo button in Word. As soon as you click it, shit goes down. And shit gets deleted, and the map gets rearranged. Oh, Blackened, my friend. The airstrike, though, is gonna be pretty good. Yeah. That was a solid one. Not too many tank casualties, only 1 in fact. But a lot of infantry got wiped out in the process. May look a bit weak because most of the infantry that got taken out were simply... Oh, the flame tank's still there. Most of those that got taken out were simply rifles and not rockets. But it still just alleviates the pressure. Right, gun turrets. And the front lines have been established from Ganon. What about the flame tank? Nope. It got killed. It did. Alright, that's a lot of back and forth. I think that's a good position for Blackened, who should honestly repair his tanks at this point. He's got a couple of lights. They're 700 pop, so it's very much worth it to keep them repaired. What he has to be aware of now is that there is a counter airstrike in Ganon's hand. That's basically his trump card. And at the drop of a hat, he can just decide to call in the A-10s for himself. Ganon loses, I'm gonna hear another balance tantrum. I don't think so, because Ganon is the one who usually plays Nod. He should honestly be very, very aware of how this faction works. And this time around, I'm not seeing the weapons factory being saved. That's always such a loss of pressure. He's trying to tangle with the tanks here. I think he could have killed this. Alright, the second army is marching in. Ganon is playing super defensive though, plus he's got the airstrike still on standby, so I'm kind of critical about this. Alright, so what about the economic situation? The special economic zone here has been established from Blackened. Half of the army, the scarier half, is going south, while the tanks are trying to draw out some fire. Ooh, a lot of infantry coming Ganon's way. So, also, this expansion hasn't been taken yet, so it feels like Blackened has made more inroads on the map, because he has claimed his side of the map, plus he's got a Temple of Nod. It's honestly looking pretty good for him. Until he loses his entire army to an airstrike, because Ganon just sends in one scout. Because that is not how you want to cluster your rocket soldiers. That is just that they're all gonna get napalm corona. That's just gonna be deleted. Oh, there's a flame tank. Hello, good sir. Okay, this may be spicy after all. Okay. This flame tank is brilliant, because this is gonna keep the forces distracted, okay. Yeah, where's the airstrike, Ganon? I think this is still not gonna save the refinery, though. That's a big economic loss. Weapons factory is still standing. Please, don't let them sit around like this. Not like this. Needs to split up. Yeah, there we go. I would honestly be sending the army back. He's trying to put some counter-aggression on, but I feel that there's a solid defensive line for Blackened. Yeah, this is not happening. So as long as Blackened keeps his forces relocated to his own base, he's gonna be good at defending. Oh, that's ambitious, my friend. But oh, the MCV. Oh, this was just bound to happen. This was honestly Blackened just asking for it, putting them up on a silver platter, being like, please take me out, take out my infantry. Have all the balanced discussions that you'll want, but at the end of the day, you must be aware that your opponent has an airstrike ready. You yourself have access to an airstrike as well. This is nothing too secret here. Chem warriors being added. They've got an interesting quirk in Tiberian Dawn, because if you try crushing them, they're gonna inflict a lot of damage from the whatever the hell those burning chem tanks are exploding. So this is usually a fairly scary proposition. Alright. Chem troopers are marching forward. Let's see how much damage they can do. Tanks are trying to they're getting some good connections. Oh, all the infantry from Ganon being wiped out. And I'm hearing the first stealth tanks arrive on the field. We're gonna take a look at that in a minute. Ganon's target selection hasn't been the greatest here. He's been trying to single out the chem warriors, but yeah, he's been pushed back really hard. That's a... Oh, wait. He sold this. Huh. Sold this weapons factory. Right. There's a lot of tanks coming Blackened's way, but it's tanks only. And chem warriors are relatively reliable, as if they can connect onto the tanks, they're gonna inflict a lot of damage. Yeah, look at this. You cannot crush them. Nope. No, my friend, you cannot crush your way through this. Okay, it's honestly looking pretty good for Blackened. There's also a blob supported by chem warriors marching forward. I've heard the first couple stealth tanks arrive on the field. What's with the airstrike? The airstrike somehow got deployed somewhere. Must have missed that one. Oh, here's the stealth tanks. Very good. Have killed the harvesters and killed the harvester, and they're gonna sneak on past. It is honestly Blackened's game to lose here. Transition back to Humvees. I can see why. A reliable cost for a bang for buck counter are just minigunners. If you're struggling to deal with chem warriors, alright, stealth tanks are back with some light harassment. Pulling a guard tower, forcing the hand of Ganon. Yeah, this is Blackened's game to lose. He still has income from this mine as well, even though it's long distance. He's got his Conyard re-established on the southern perimeter. He's got an army roaming around. He's got lots of real estate. It all depends on the attack vectors now. What is he building? Ganon is building nothing but tanks and infantry. But that has won him countless games already. Do never count Ganon out. That's just rule number 1 of TD. Ganon is like the eponymous like the tick tank in Tiberian Sun. He just burrows in, and he doesn't let go. He's there to stay. This is a very compact cluster. Too bad that Blackened doesn't have the airstrike ready. This would be a prime target. He's trying to get the Chem Warriors into position, but his tanks are fumbling it a little bit. The infantry lines are melting. There is still lots of tank, though. Lots of tank and armor. That is still... Oh, Grenadiers. Yeah, that's a good counter. Grenadiers just make thin red paste out of anything infantry related. Oh, no. And those are very expensive infantry. MCV has been patched up yet again. What are the consequences if someone refuses to match? Well, they just get a loss. They get an L. That's it. Tanks roaming around. Man, is Blackened actually giving it away here? Those... this little dispatch of tanks. Has it really stifled the income enough? Target selection, my friend. He's going for the healthy tank first. That's not what you want in this situation. What are those guys doing? Yeah, one of their issues is that they're so slow. Oh, that's both the harvesters dying. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Blackened is giving it away. Oh, this is just painful. Blackened still building Chem Warriors. Does he have his temple? Yeah, he still has it. The arguably ugliest structure in the game. Look at this. What the fuck is this? What in... Jesus Christ on a bicycle. This thing looks ugly. Whoever the hell the architect was, they deserve to get fired. You know, the concept of death of the author. This is more like a case of death to the architect. Man, he's trying to tackle the army. He could have honestly killed so much eco here. Not the best choice. Not the best choice at all. The tanks are not connecting. It's falling apart. It really is falling apart by the seams. This was such a great opportunity for Blackened, and now he's just being drowned out by grenades. By grenades being lobbed his way. He's trying to move against it. It's really hard. Okay. Infantry Corps has somehow miraculously survived. I mean, there's the perk that they can't really be crushed without severe losses. Nice scatter command. Boom. Also, they're immune to Tiberium. Oh, this is gonna be a little whiff. Well, not so much. This was way better than anticipated. Man, not a single harvester for Ganon going down. This man just is so resilient. Oh, it is a good game, but I fear for Blackened. And there is such a long wind-up time on getting the first nuke ready. Yeah, Nods doesn't have... You know, this is in a timeline where the Manhattan Project can't really have taken place, right? No, wait, that's... No, that's the RA timeline. That doesn't make sense. Ooh, tank and Humvee push on the north. Ganon's oil derrick. What? Managed to capture this one. Alright. This still ain't over, by the way. Wait. We've missed the airstrike from Blackened. Crap. Oh, flame tanks. He's switching up his strategy. Probably trying to just kill a couple of rockets. Stray rockets. Ah, still not in range. Oh, that was a nice one, though. That was a nice blast and a half. Oh, what a blast to cast here. He still hasn't killed any econ. Yo, my friend. Yeah, okay. This hero Chem Warrior is gonna do the entire heavy lifting of this entire push. Yeah, you need to kill the harvesters, my friend. Counter push. The base is being dismantled, but he hasn't sustained critical losses yet. This game ain't over till it's over. I haven't heard no bell yet. Alright, Ganon gets the no bell price because yeah, he is not one to resign easily. Ah, he's feeding more and more into those mediums. You're giving them veterancy as well, and that makes him so much scarier. Chem Warriors are a bad answer, that's just too slow. even on the road. The nuke certainly not yet ready. That's 3 minutes. Nah, my friend. Oh no, the Grenadiers are just waiting for this one. Pop. Pop go the Grens. Oh, was a good connection. Okay. At least gets to kill the Grens. But that's not cost efficient. The Gren is 160. And Chem Warriors, I think, are 300 a pop. Let me double check that. Oh, wait, he's not building any now. Doesn't appear to have the cash in his stash. Construction yard has been relocated to the north and is about to be taken under siege by 2 tanks and a Humvee. Sending those tanks in single file formation is so inefficient. Look at what those 2 tanks are doing. Killed 1 tank, killed 2 tanks. Oh, good lord, he's got to lose the engagement. 5 versus 2. Because he went single file formation. He's losing so much DPS from that. But inevitably, the infantry push is crawling forward. Ganon does not yet have his airstrike ready. He is 2 minutes shy of coming online. Could have pushed through maybe here. Maybe this would have been a window. Oh no. ZxGanon has yet again dismantled all the eco lines. How many harvesters are remaining here? 1, 2, 3, 5 harvesters remaining. Lots of veterans here in those tanks. But at least, yeah, he is noticing that there is something up. Again, single file formation. Second tank push on this side, and the weapons factory is going down for now. Okay. The infantry blob is still scary. 1 minute left until he has access to the delete all button. The great equalizer. Okay, this is getting very spicy. Ganon is not yet out of the woodworks in this one. Okay. Lots of infantry skirmishes. Might come down to the nuke. Unless there is an airstrike that is gonna blast all the infantry into lower orbit. Man, those tanks. They are so resilient, and the tank movement... The movement is so constricted here. Look at this! Ganon has found the perfect position! Oh no! Down goes the Kanyard. And that was with a defending force. That was honestly just down to the pathing and Ganon just finding the perfect parking spot. Still though, the Kanyard at this stage of the game is not the most vital part of your composition. The nuke is gonna be ready in 30 seconds. I can't believe it. I can scarcely believe it. Ooh, what's the target? Maybe here. Killing a weapons factory, a refinery, and the comm center would be a very big blow to Ganon. Because you won't be able to catch the Kanyard. That one is just gonna move out of the way. Oh no. Oh no. Is the temple actually gonna get taken out? 4 seconds? No, okay. You should be able to fire the nuke. Fire the... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that is a good target. Maybe a bit down to the south would have been better. Now he should sell it. That's a big cash infusion that you would get from that one. Maybe he's using it to tank instead. Alright. Impact. That... Ooh, that killed the refinery. That was very good. Extremely efficient. And... Okay, Temple survives for now. Really, really good hold from Blackened. Okay, it is... Have the tides turned yet again. What a game. Let's check the economy. 1, 2, 3 harvesters for Ganon. Long distance mining. 1, 2, 3... 5 harvesters here for Blackened. He's got the tech. He's got the production structures. It's looking very, very good for Blackened. He is probably going to be able to wrestle a victory out from under Ganon's claws. It is increasingly starting to look like it. This game was extremely back and forth. This game should be casted. Your wish has been granted, Bobuck. This was a game. Most certainly. Yeah, one of the better TD ones. That is for sure. Comm Center also has an airstrike ready, so as soon as the first engagement begins, there is going to be pretty big swing in Blackened's favor. 6 minutes until the next nuke. Oh, that's so smart. Cutting off the economy. Yeah, that's absolutely the right call. And the infantry is being sent to deal with the turret. This should be a matter of an airstrike. Yeah! You cannot scatter move against this. GG being called from Ganon. The great Ganon suffers his first loss in this season. That was one hell of a game for Blackened. He was so ahead, and then 2 times over I thought he'd given it away. Managed to bounce back. Awesome game. We're gonna see each other in game 2. See you in a sec.
Battle control terminated.
And for game number 2, it all comes down to, what is this map called? Mountain Town Madness. That looks a bit cluttered, if we're being honest. This looks like a pathing nightmare. Even if some of those fences are crushable, look at this mess. There's a blue blossom tree in the middle, but you can barely deploy a refinery here. So that is a hell of an awkward map to play, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the nuke was absolutely game-changing. This is one of those nukes that... one of those rare opportunities where you get to see an actual nuke in a TD game. That is a rare opportunity indeed. Okay, I'm gonna enable a Shroud again, because first off, I like mystery. International man of mystery here, but also the map just looks so cluttered. And with those white, blinding white snow tiles, it just looks hella awkward. So, Blackened going for Nod yet again, Ganon going for GDI yet again. I think, wasn't it last TTGL season that he was playing Nod only to prove that that GDI... No, was he playing GDI only to prove that they're overpowered? Can't remember. But I've definitely seen him play lots of Nod. Also because Nod is just closer to his real-life personality. And I know him well enough to ascertain that fact about him. Alright. Engineer being sent out. No shade being thrown at Ganon. He's a really good RTS player. Albeit sometimes a controversial figure. Alright, wall off. The Blackened has walled his own economy off from the rest of the base. With a secret comm center. This is interesting. Ganon is gonna scout the base and he's gonna know something's up. That's a very interesting build. I just... Oh my goodness. Helipads. As not. This is a straight up Apache rush. I'm so confused. Those things are not exactly good. And not against buildings, that is. And sure, you can kill infantry, but if your opponent then has tanks, what you gonna do with your longbows? It's like you can... They're like a surveillance drone. Like a surveillance drone that sometimes throws a couple pebbles from the sky to scratch the paint off the tanks. That ain't gonna tickle them. And they're not good against buildings, so that means all they can do is really power snipe. Yeah, there's also an APC. That's the other problem. Ganon has spawned as GDI, deliberate or not. It is what it is. Yeah. Hello, my friend. He is immediately... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he sold it off already? What? That's a back tech. I am just woefully confused here. He's like selling off the fences like, no, there's nothing to see here, believe me. This is a completely normal build. Oh no. The APC has seen it. Everything's going extremely south here. Alright, there's the power plant down though. Rah, rah, rah. So Scared's favorite units of all time. I didn't know about this target selection, to be honest. Yeah, there's an APC. Goodbye. You've killed one power plant. Yeah, your quest is over. Your utility has been outlived. Oh no, he's building more of those things. Why? Like, what would salvage this game at that point? Like, I have no idea. Maybe just going mass infantry, selling everything and going all in on three barracks or some shit? Because now at that point you've got 2 harvesters. You've got absolutely useless tech structures. I mean, the airstrike is a little redeeming factor. Pew, 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 pew. The nope truck. Pew, pew goes the nope truck. Yeah. Goodbye, my friend. He's put some hurt onto the oil derricks, and that's just about it. APCs are mostly empty, save for 1. Rar, rar, rar. Hello. Oh, the attack bikes. Ah! Wait, he was trying to crush here, I believe. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a massive problem. Oh. APC pelting away at those pesky, pesky longbows. Pesky just in the... Oh no. Goodbye, longbow number 2. Pew, 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 pew. 1 longbow remaining. I would say at that point, if this is a single player game, that's we're bordering into reload territory. Reload the save, but a single player game this ain't. This is the harsh reality that Blackened has to contend with. Harsh reality being that it's gonna be a 1. Oh no, yeah, there's also the comm center powered down, so no chance of an airstrike. Harvester down, that was 1 of only 2 harvesters. Of only 3. Let's make it 3. There is no there is an army heading your way. You've got nothing, my friend. $1 left in his bank account. There's recession has hit hard. Blackened falling on hard times. No more avocado toast for him. Oh no. Oh no, what was with that hit and run? Wait a sec, those are haystacks. Okay, we're gonna look away from that because that is just painful. Are those haystacks? Those are not haystacks. Let's talk about this. Developers, that's a severe bug. I'm sorry, unplayable. Literally unplayable. This is an igloo. It's got a snowman. Those ain't haystacks. Anyway, this was the 1-1 because there's really nothing to talk about here. This was a high-stakes gamble that failed horribly. I would argue that this is much better as GDI against Nod, the reversal. Because then you have Orcas that can successfully harass harvesters, and Nod has to build dedicated anti-air units. They need to build MSAMs. And if they build MSAMs, they have an army that doesn't compete well in ground skirmishes. So that is honestly a much better idea than building longbows and just tickling a couple power plants. He legitimately killed 1 power plant. That was it. This is not an effective combat unit. Unless you catch your opponent with their pants down and their hands in their pockets, just masturbating, then yeah, certainly. Then longbows are just bound to fail. That was an attempt. There was an attempt at making an attempt. Alright, that out of the way. Next week, I should already have access to my new computer. So, the new supercomputer that can play Shadow Paradise. So, let's look forward to that. Let's pray to the gods of the customs. And, yeah, other than that, good times ahead. Thanks for watching. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.